episode of Curse of the Torment, and I'll be playing the module Curse of Strahd, but it's changed, transformed, and we're playing in the system and the setting of Frostmark RPG, everything created by Marc. There's a content warning for tonight of bad language, heavy topics, gothic horror, and perhaps some gore. We shall see. But with me, I have a wonderful cast of players. I have Daphne, I Crave Violence, and Malakim Soldier, played by Suko. Hello, welcome.
Definitely more calm now, but yeah, what's up?
Had my blood, feeling okay. Leonard, I'm being stalked and I don't like it. Or have him do this, played by Pepper. Hello there.
Hey.
Soul of the Vistali, our tiefling bard, played by an avid ABBA listener, Hester. Hello, welcome.
Today's songs of choice. Take a Chance on Me by ABBA.
The name of the game, I recommend. And certainly not least, we have the slightly more stable Styrex, a tiefling elementalist, played by, I'm definitely not at work right now, Nirak. Hello, hi.
No, totally I'm not at work. No, no, no.
No. I'm not being naughty. Perfect.
Just don't tell my boss.
No, I'm not a snitch. What happened last time, gang? Suko or Hess, do you want to take it away?
Yes, it's time for the patented Shoko recap.
Oh, DM.
Alright.
Alright, so we are, first of all, tallying up our soul buffet. It's a very fulfilling buffet, no trauma left whatsoever. Everyone is happy, The dead is happy, the alive is happy. All is well in Crest, And then I guess we talk to Blue, which I am absolutely there for it, and I know every single bit of it, Muriella. And we found out that somewhat of an army is marching here, including giant fucking tree, small tree, and medium-sized witch, hopefully. And then we made our way down to Kraz. Luckily, met back with some familiar faces, and one that we definitely need to brighten up the mood a little bit, which is Ezzy. And we also met with some Goliaths, which also they are also forest folk, but is apparently not with the other forest folks. Through some magical light work and comprehend language, we managed to communicate with them. We found out that apparently Rin is out of her mind. And they are trying to take over Crest because they are sick of living in the jungle or the mountains or the caves. They want the mansion, they want the houses, they want the walls, which the Goliaths called like something like I guess they don't really like civilized like structures. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a distaste for stone structures, that's for sure.
Yeah. Unnatural and shit.
Yep.
Stone is an element. Get over it. Anyway,
Not in that way that it is like turned into.
well, they can carve trees, and we can't carve stone. That kind of double standard. Anyway, well, they are here trying to warn people, even though they don't know the language. They are with Ezzy and Rickton. Well, luckily we are now regrouping without any further problems or any time wasted. Need to go there and get them, and we have the more the merrier, I guess. And we also learn some key information, being that the Knight Apostle and the Witch apparently corrupted or trapped some sort of powerful natural ancient tree being and are siphoning power from them or controlling them, which we made some assumption of being the thing or whatever that is trapped within the standing stones, because we did see like there are two different texts, and one was in I forgot the green one, but the red one was
I
in
don't
Finnish.
primordial.
Oh, primordial, yeah. So like elementals and shit, and the other one was in Finnish. So yeah, I mean it's pretty. It matched the description, I guess, at least 80%. So, well, anyway, we are dealing with an army moving north. So, but we have like what, 6, 7, 8 capable people. We would win. Hopefully, and that's pretty much everything. I think.
What a wonderful situation we've put ourselves in.
Yep.
All right. Thank you for that addition.
Yeah.
Let's get back into it, shall we? Need to. Did it turn on? There we go. The air is alive with energy, bouncing between the walls of the small guard's room in one of the 2 gate towers of Kresk stoic stone wall. The room is only 5 by 5 meters, with a sturdy fireplace, table, chairs, and shelves eating up some of this precious space. Between you and your allies, tallying up to 7, Hula and her 2 slightly less massive Goliath friends, as well as a massive white direwolf, there's not a lot of space left to breathe. The room is filled to the brim with flesh and this unescapable energy. But this electricity takes many different forms. There's the brusque intensity emanating from Hula, as her whole body language easily betrays her swells of emotions, of urgency when delivering the news of the threat, of fury when she mentions the recent actions of her people and the creatures that corrupt them, of distaste and hesitation when interacting with both you and this foreign environment, and lastly, of pain and mourning as she speaks of this Nikna that had been corrupted by Akolthia's staff and who had been teaching her what she claims is the true history of her people. There's a calculating energy coming from Richter's attentive and sharp gaze, ready to do whatever it takes to achieve victory in whatever path he deems worthy. There's a nervous energy stemming from the coming threat. Fear, worry, and battle excitement all fusing together into an adrenaline-pumping mess. But there's also a curious thrill of every new piece of information gained and earned, both for the simple satisfaction of simply understanding why and how and the powers that be, but also a desperate hope that somewhere within the secrets of Barovia lies your path of salvation. Lastly, There's a tired energy. A lot has happened, both around you and within you, especially so for two of you in the last 24 hours. The pressure is mounting. Scars, physical and mental. You collect them wherever you go, and you wonder where your limit truly lies. But at the same time, the Countess's iron claws are closing in, and there's still so much you do not understand, things you do not comprehend. But here, before you, lies the opportunity to perhaps unravel a part of this Gordian knot, and perhaps loosen one finger of Stradania's iron grip. So, my party in blues, amongst all this conflicting energy, after everyone introduces themselves, what is your next step?
I think there's like a moment of thought for Leo, and you can see him like moving, like his new ick that he has, where he moves across the scar on his neck that he got, and looks across the rest of them. Okay, so we're all wanting to fight what's coming, I guess. They at least want to.
I agree with you.
The main question is how? What should we take as an approach? And I guess there's a table, guess around. So Staros
Yes.
will actually pull the map.
Oh.
Just so it's better to. As he will say, it will be better if yes we try to see where can we actually stand against them. We know they are coming north, so
North, west or heading north?
heading north.
Is there
Yeah,
an
I mean,
area, where we could, they're in
I
a
think-
tight corner and we can be on top?
Well, we have the Albert, the Abbey.
we'll get the information about their movements, and I don't know if they're super close or not to Crest. Like, I don't know how much time we even have to set up. I
Yeah.
hope we do have time to set up. I mean,
I don't think throwing our lives away is wise at this point. But you mentioned that you had a potential scout out, no?
we'll know soon. Maybe already, it's depending on how far away they are. Obviously, it's gonna take longer for the scout to go and come back.
We should
So.
probably wait for their intel. In the meantime, Lord Caven, considering your particular background, what is your assessment of a strategic position?
I mean, we have the benefits that they probably won't assume any resistance, so they might not be as ready when they come to Kresk. We have certain important targets. I mean, if the Force folk are really like made to be under the control of ridden by like these staffs, if we can free the leaders from these staffs and break these staffs, we not only destroy the blights, but maybe also get the Force folk on our side, depending on how much power Hula has. I mean, she tried to overthrow them before, so if they all agree on this being wrong, then we might just turn the tide pretty quickly by just breaking a few staffs. And then there's obviously Rin. We don't really know how much power she has, but she definitely has the power of a primordial god of some sort, and probably also of a devil prince to some extent. So maybe we just prevent her from casting spells. I mean, you need to move your hands and talk. We're all pretty quick on our feet, getting into her face and just, I don't know, prevent her from getting away. Might be possible, depends on how careful she is coming to Kresk, obviously.
If they don't expect resistance, maybe we can try to do an ambush.
Probably. Like, not everyone should do that, I think. Anyone that is capable of taking a lot should do it, because once we do an ambush, we probably want to do it once they have passed us a bit, so we can hit the more precious targets in the back. So anyone that's out there is going to be stranded a bit. So it needs to be people that, you know,
Yeah,
can survive.
can take a lot of hits.
The rest should maybe be... Depends on if we want to use the walls of Kresk to advantage. Obviously puts Kresk at danger, but it does give some protection. I mean, the big tree might just be able to, like, attack you, but everything below, anything that is melee, will have a difficult time doing anything.
Unless you have any inconvenience, I could try to focus on the tree myself
Yeah.
and try to actually burn it to the ground.
Yeah, I still wonder, like, I feel like there's still something with this tree. I mean, what Ezzy said, like, this tree has been there for a while. Might also be some sort of artifact from the Wanderer. So maybe it's probably right now it is unchangeably corrupted, but we should not, like, ignore the chance that it maybe, like, can break out of it if we damage Rin or, like, get her out of the picture, you know. It might also remove the tree from action, depending on how it works.
And I mean, they are coming, I think, assumably for Crash. I think that's a safe assumption to make.
Yeah, I think
So,
that's... Yeah, Hula said that pretty
So,
clearly.
the war of Crash, let's use that to our advantage.
Hula's face turns towards Leo. There's a little bit of a frustrated and tired look on her face.
Right, we should communicate that we are ready to fight with her, and maybe also of the idea of, you know, getting the control over her people. I mean, maybe...
Maybe they can give us an advantage on how should we approach them, actually.
Yeah, I mean, she talked about 2 people that are leading. So, I don't know. Do we think she can draw stuff? Maybe we can give her something and have her draw, so we know what we're looking for when it comes to the leader of the Forest Folk.
That is pretty much how are we gonna ask that more
Well,
than...
I'll pull out a piece of paper that I have, and yes, my ink pen. I don't know. I'll show it to her and see if she, like, knows what to do with it at first glance.
She looks at it with disgust.
Wait, did an hour pass, actually?
No, I think you still have your stuff.
I think I still have comprehend languages. So.
Yeah.
It's an hour, right?
Yeah, it's an hour.
You're running out of time, but it's still up.
Can I, like, make, like, an image of she drawing on the paper?
Yeah, I think I'll just since discuss means she kind of understands it, I'll like try to like give it in her direction and say bull gear, and then like point to the paper.
She,
Wait.
Yeah.
raises her
Um,
shin and she says, I do not taint myself with such activities.
Oh.
Maybe she still understands that she needs to describe it, and then I will be like, Can you maybe make a minor illusion where the forest folk fight the Lights, Tree, and Rin, right? And we have like 3 people that's kind of like the bit on top, you know, they're like a little bit higher, like making them look like leaders.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's,
That's
a
a
little bit
lot too
hard
hard.
for
That's a little bit
minor
quite
illusion.
Oh.
We have a bunch of minor illusions here. Surely we can get something together. I can draw.
It's specifically off an object. So even creating 3, it's with the
Yeah.
3 witches is stretching it. So
Can I just,
this
like-
is definitely no.
Can I just like create a very generic face, even blur out face, and ask like, and just say ball gear, like in a questioning tone.
Sure, make me this is a little bit open-ended. Just make me a persuasion presence.
Okay.
Straight.
I help. They also tried it.
In this regard, it's a little bit too
Ambiguous.
yes.
Can I
For me to give advantage.
can I use minor illusions to make a question mark or something along those lines?
The question mark does not help.
established
No,
yeah,
Yes.
she doesn't know what that is.
Oh god.
You don't have writing, you know.
It's okay.
Question
No, they
mark
don't
is
have
very
writing.
useless.
Oh god.
That's a guidance. That's a guidance.
Okay.
Lucky guidance.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
not
yeah.
one.
You get the ones out of the way, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hope.
I'm so presence.
Nice.
Nice,
Oh.
sir.
It's level 6.
Hula like scowls deeply and Onshi says, "That's not vulgar."
I knew that would help you.
Alright, well, I guess we just have to hope that she'll do her job as a leader once things get settled.
Well, perhaps
I'm not sure we can make her understand that.
knowing the druids, they might look different, like just because they are leaders.
Yeah, I mean, they also have a staff, right? Like, I don't know how open that they will carrying a staff, but I think they're like high druids or something. She said.
Yeah.
So I feel like there should be noticeable.
Another thing that I think we should take into consideration is to, well, of course we need intel from our scout, but to prepare Crest can know, because I don't think we know a lot about Crest fighting force, but
Well,
just
no, it's-
perhaps
What
arming
are you
them with
talking
like
about? What is happening right now? Hula interjects through Starks.
Yes, thanks.
uh
Oh boy. I mean,
okay, so
how do you explain preparing?
Can you try to make a fort and us inside between you
Yeah.
and all?
They've never
Can I, like-
lived in a fort, so I'm not sure they understand the connection between a fort and preparing. And
I'll take out my sharpening stone
Oh, that's good.
And I'll
Yeah,
take out my
yeah.
bastard sword and start sharpening my sword.
Like, and then point at it, just like this.
Yeah, Viserys
Yeah.
points at that.
Make me a persuasion process with advantage.
Let's go. Who would knew? Who would knew the running gag from this fucking episode 1?
Genius.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
All right. You know.
I know, I have advantage.
Ooh.
We
The
warrior
pointing,
talk.
the pointing, the finger.
Snap that. Snap that.
Hula kind of tips her head to the side,
Mhm.
and then there seems to be like a wave of understanding that goes over her face, and she nods, and she turns to Styrex and she says, "Let them know that we need rest. We have traveled far and hard, and we escaped dearly. We have suffered wounds, bruises. We need time."
Nod from everyone, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, we need to wait for your Morella. So
Yeah. I mean, hopefully a
Oh.
big tree isn't that fast, so
Yeah.
time should be there.
Is what's his face? Let me check. Chris.
Dimitri?
Is Dimitri with us?
No.
No,
Oh,
he's
he's
outside.
Yeah. I don't think
the
Rickson
door's
would show
closed.
himself.
Hula looks around the room and she continues.
Where?
We
Um.
don't like being in here, yet I understand that this thing of piled stone is helpful defensively. May we make camp outside, but on this side of this thing?
I think.
Yeah, I think I'll just quickly, I'll like give one moment, kind of like sign, like hold up my hand and go like outside real quick. And Dimitri's probably still there.
Yes.
So Dimitri, I know there's gonna be a lot that's gonna come your way soon. But for now, you've probably seen these Goliaths come in here from the forest folk. I don't know if you're familiar with them necessarily.
As you walked out, you could see that this circle, like this loose circle, standing around, both protecting Dimitri and like the rest of the village from these strangers. They had kind of like relaxed and started talking to each other, or like drinking some from the water skins and doing something like that. But as soon as the doors open, like scrambled to attention. It gives you like a wry smile that despite all of the seriousness around, it was a little bit funny. And Dimitri takes a few steps forward, and he does seem concerned. What is going on? Why are you here?
Well, they are here to warn us. They're here to warn us that Cressus probably... I can speak openly here, right, Dimitri? Or should we speak under, like, with each other? Just with each other?
Anything you tell me, my Crescastus tells us to know.
Okay.
Unless
I just wanted to make sure.
it will create unnecessary chaos.
Well, as I said, they wanted to warn, so there's definitely something we have to be worried about.
War.
Uh,
I, I've heard stories of big grey men in the wilderness that I think.
and women.
Yes, and used the term as the ancient humanoids.
I was joking.
Um, but we have never talked to them, or indeed been in contact with them. At least I don't know, since maybe Dimitri the first or the second.
Yeah, well, they are definitely primitive folk, one would say. That doesn't mean they're not capable of understanding or compassion or even wanting to help, which these want to. They want to help. Which is why they came all this way here. And they're terribly exhausted and wounded, fighting off whatever is coming for Kresk.
Whatever is coming for Kresk.
Mm-hmm.
What is coming for Kresk?
That might be something we want just us to talk about, and not everyone here. But
Out of the frying pan into the fire.
yes, unfortunately, I mean, there's still time. It's not like now or anything.
But wait, what do these strangers owe us? They are here to help. Why?
Well, their people have been tricked by the Night Sisters, and
The Night Sisters?
yeah, you know the Night Sisters,
No.
Night Apostles. Well, maybe it's better. Yeah. Anyway, there's been someone that has tricking the forest folk, and she kind of feels responsible for them, helping them build up this army, and that's why she feels responsible defending Kresk and changing the way of them and make them remember. And that's why she's here. That's why she feels like this is her responsibility.
Alright, I see. If they're here to try and help us and warn us of some kind of coming threat, I believe you. No? Of course.
Yeah.
What
So-
do they require? What can the community of Kresk do?
Just find them an isolated place they feel comfortable. They don't want to stay inside buildings. They just want to find a space for them so they can rest and heal up their wounds.
Inside of the walls.
Yeah, well, they understand that it gives safety. I mean,
But not inside somewhere, okay.
you can have someone just keep a further away look, that's like, I think they'll just be sleeping and resting. Probably
see.
don't even want to go too far about here, so.
That is manageable. Alright. The abandoned husbandry areas behind the barn. There's a lot of open space there that's not being used, and it's close to the gates.
Mhm.
That would certainly do.
I would like to show them right now that, if it's okay.
Of course.
I don't.
That will do. Let me just. And he goes over to the cross guides. He sends a larger amount than normal back onto the wall than what normally patrols the wall. Sends the rest home to rest, and he sends 2 towards kind of that area and tells them to keep a respectful distance, and not be threatening, but report if something happens. And then he turns back to you, and he asks, with quite a lot of humility, Will that do, Leo?
Yeah, that should do. And I will like go back in and like give her like the come with me sign to Hula. Like
This
the
way.
waving to me, yeah.
Hula nods, and together with her dire wolf, that has to like kind of squeeze out the door a bit because it's so large. Follow you. They, to expedite this process, they accept the location. There's a bit of an eye cast on the two kind of scouts that is several meters away, kind of like standing by the barn proper, and the forest folk start making this camp like up against the wall here in the corner.
And I would just like as they're setting up, I would just like offer like a more like a ration to Hula and the others if they want to take.
She seems surprised by the gesture. Then she smiles and nods and like stiffly, like with two hands, accepts this ration.
I smile back to her.
She gives you a short word in her language, which sounds a bit like a thank you.
I'll nod. And I'll head back.
Okay. Dimitri seems a little bit restless as you like kind of like return to that area, and he looks at you and says, "Should I come with you inside? Should we leave the two other strangers there?"
Well, yeah, the strangers won't be much of a problem compared, because they can speak our language and they are definitely friends. They are extremely capable, so it's actually quite lucky that we have them here, considering the next threat that we're going to face. I
If they're anything
think,
like you and they're good friends to you, then they're good friends to me.
well, one is a good friend, the other one is an estranged friend, maybe, but still capable and intelligent, so it'll do.
Leo's passive aggressiveness. Yes. Sorry.
Yeah. So, with like the gods not being around anymore, I'll just wanting to let you know that there is, the Night Sisters are witches, to be more exact, magic users.
I've heard of creatures like that. Tricksy, and they eat children flesh.
Honestly, not wrong from what I've gathered. Very dangerous. So, and she was the one that was able to enchant and like change the forest folk. And we are hoping that with Hula here, we can maybe free them from that magic bind and they can actually help us, like all of them, not just the three here. It's obviously it's a big hope. It's nothing set in stone, but I think it's good to let you know, just in the terms like the fight is changing suddenly and they are turning, that you know, you guys don't need to keep shooting the forest folk if they start attacking the trees, which is the enemies we're fighting. Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Trees?
Yeah, made alive.
How do one fight? I guess torches and a lot of axes?
Maybe you can get some flame arrows or something.
Leonard, I'm a bit out of my depth here. I don't understand why they're coming here and what this is.
Yeah, that's the problematic past. They want to take over Kresk, and it's as a show for the devil, as you like to call her. she's not directly involved, but it is to show loyalty to her. Because Kresk obviously isn't, so taking that over would be a show of loyalty for that witch. Because even the witches bow to her.
He blinks several times hard as he's like trying to catch up to everything you're saying. Wait a minute, this is so... The devil is sending some kind of proxy force made out of these wild strangers.
Mm-hmm. And trees, and a witch.
And a witch. To take over Kresk.
Yes.
And do you know what will happen if they succeed? What does the devil want with Kresk?
Control, probably. She likes that. Seems like. It's probably also gonna be Rin's new residence, probably, so... That's the... Sorry, I shouldn't. That's the Night Sister, that's the witch.
The witch wants to move in. And
Yeah.
the devil wants control over Kresk.
Yes.
Very much so out of the frying pan into the fire.
I'm sorry. But, it seems like this is probably the best possible way that we can turn on it. We have basically everyone here that is capable of changing the fight. We know a lot about the enemy and how they control these trees.
Alright.
And we have a leader of the First Folk, so if they ever regain their senses, if we can break whatever magic binding is holding them, then we can turn the fight. So it's probably best case scenario, even though it sounds very scary.
The walls are old, but they're thick and they're strong, and they have protected us against many things. More agile creatures, such as these werewolves that have been kidnapping children, has obviously been able to go over the walls and take them from us in the middle of the night. Do you think that will be this kind of approach, or are they going to try and whack down the wall?
Yeah, so the last thing I haven't mentioned is they have a giant tree. I don't know if you know of the tree of Jester Hill. If you've heard about that. But,
Quick intelligence check. From what my father has told me, and his father before them, it's a hill to the south, right? That's all
Yeah.
that I know.
there's a giant tree there that also... It was kind of the final thing that was brought to life, which is why it took this time before they made their move. They wanted this giant tree. So I assume that is a big part of their plans, and probably the most threatening foe outside of the witch. And is most likely capable on reaching above the walls, maybe? It's hard to tell. We're getting some insight. We're having some scouts maybe figuring that out, if possible. So that tree might be able to break through the walls. I still think it's not just... he probably won't be able to walk through the walls, but he'll be able to damage it.
Where did you get the scout from? Is there another friend somewhere?
Yes, there's another friend somewhere, but she likes to be hidden, so...
You're one popular man.
Well, I guess we've been here for a bit now. And it just happened to all convene here.
Once again, Leonard, I fear and sense that Kresk's fate might dingle in part in you and your friend's hands. I am woefully unprepared by all of these things. As I've said many times before, we don't know much about the world outside of our walls. I never certainly heard about moving plants before and them being used in a siege. We're simple people. I have a, couple of bowmen, but the rest, they're just people.
Yeah, I think
Whatever you think is wise in the situation, and once again, I cannot tell you how much gratitude we have towards you and guys, and how much we owe you.
yeah, I think it's not a terrible idea to
The only thing
figure
that
out
I
a
ask,
escape plan.
the only thing that I ask, if I may be so bold and so selfish, is that you're straight with me. Tell me what I need to know and how truly bad it is, so I can be a proper leader for my people. I shall await for the scouts to arrive, but please, when they do, and you have made some kind of plan, tell me.
Yeah, I will. I'm hopeful right now, but you might have to think about an escape plan depending on what happens. Okay, well, for now, let's keep the mood up until we get confirmation, and I'll let you know, okay?
Alright. I mean, I guess if the abbey is now empty of the abbot, we can retreat upwards. But there's no other path out of Kresk than the gates. Unless we have like a ladder, but to move, children and provisions in the middle of a siege. And we have no skills and no knowledge of how it's like living outside of these walls.
Well, we have these food barrels,
Very helpful. Indeed.
so maybe can get a carriage on the other side of Kresk situated just in case, and maybe we can do these things still once we get the information, but
Alright.
just throwing out the idea.
I will go and make sure that the people who had the night shifts get proper rests, and I will make sure that all of those capable with the bow is ready for some action. I have already increased the amount of scouts on the wall. They will tell me if they see something, and you will tell me if you know something more.
I nod. I'll figure out how to approach this. And I'll go back into the room.
Okay. And Dimitri goes off and do Dimitri stuff. What is
Let's go,
happening
Dimitri.
in the room, by the way, in the meantime? The spell has ended, by the way, so you're not concentrating on that anymore.
Do you really think we have a chance to be able to, fight this tree monster thingy?
Let's do a lore check for Rudolf von Richten, the Monster Slayer.
Can I just look at Soul and say, did you think we would win against an angel?
Honestly, no. Really.
Or a pack of wolves?
Okay, the pack of wolves, I for sure
Or a
believe.
corrupted corrupted politician that is a bit more doable.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah,
Let me
A vampire spawn.
yeah, vampire spawn.
I mean,
A
I agree. We've done some
Oh,
impossible
okay.
task, but there's
If you
always
look-
the next one.
Yes, until the countess is dealt with. But I think if you put us like we fighting them head on, nah, we would die, 100%. That's why we. That is exactly why we are not fighting them head on. That is exactly why we need information about them. It's not one's innate strength that determine the outcome of a battle.
Yeah, I guess, but still,
Yeah, I
lives
know
might
it's
still be lost somewhere.
it's again, as we have established, it's totally okay to be scared. It's totally be okay to be worried.
Well said, Abby.
Ah,
I think this is some kind of form of a blight infestation. They are territorial, aggressive, and they traditionally stem from what is called a blight seed. When it comes into contact with sentient organic matter, it spreads using latent energies from the world and the natural resources of the environment around to grow and spread. It takes time for it to grow into the size of a grove, but at that point it starts spawning these worker bees, you could say, animated plants that protect its core. And at that point, when a few core protectors have been made, usually other forms of more aggressive kind of plants are created, meant to remove obstacles in the environment itself, prohibiting the blight seed to continue to grow and spread. This is usually what happens when blights become a problem for settlements in the areas. They become increasingly aggressive and dangerous. And, well, a couple of days to become a grove, a couple of weeks to take over the size of a town or a settlement or a small area. And, well, within years it can take over whole parts of countries. And islands, continents.
They are like white grass. You have to deal with them.
They are particularly dangerous in areas that are fertile, good access to soil, water, minerals, sunlight.
Well,
So at least that should halter it. But I must admit that even though these creatures that you describe sounds like blights, there are some basic facts here that do not add up.
yeah. The fact that they are controlled using a staff.
They are a hive mind. So there are some things that make sense here, but other things do not.
Yeah, come back with it by this time, maybe, or
Yeah, sure. I
you'll just enter.
rolled a critical 20 for
Nice,
Richter.
nice.
Damn.
This
But I wasn't
monster.
there.
Yep.
Yep. I'll enter,
So-
close the door behind me.
So how's laying on Dimitri?
Well, it's a work in progress. He obviously doesn't quite have a grasp on what's actually going on. I'll try to explain it as good as I can. I don't think we will have that much support from Kresk, just because they're just not trained soldiers. We might have archery available to us, which honestly could be all we need to seem as a threatening foe. I let him know that there might also be a situation where they need to escape, depending on what happens. I think this
I
is
mean,
quite a dangerous fight that we're getting ourselves into.
is there an escape route that hidden in Kresk that we haven't know of?
No, there isn't, but maybe we have time to make one. Anyway,
Well,
I got the first folks settled. Hopefully will regain their strength. So that's something.
there is a method that we can apply with how Kresk is built. It will be very risky, but it will be very efficient. And I just want to put it on the table for you to consider. With the fact that Crest only have one way in and one way out, if we say lose the battle outside of Crest, we can take the battle to the inside of Crest. It will be harder for them to rebuild, but we fill the houses with flammable objects, and then we turn the entirety of Crest into a fiery pit.
Effective. There's
So we-
certainly a weakness to fire when it comes to the weaknesses of lights. But to completely stop it in its tracks, traditionally, you would have to get to the blight seed and disconnect it from whatever roots it has grown and place it within a inorganic container. Their tactics normally is extremely simplistic, as they are plants, just slightly more intelligence than normally. But these seems controlled by humanoids, meaning you cannot lean on that side.
Oh, you know about these three things? That's nice.
These three
Well-
things. Well, in particularly, this kind of life form seems to be a huge tree blight, a part of the whole, but not its center.
Well, I'm not sure because considering that Rin wants to make this her new home, seems like a smart thing if she is, if the tree seems to be her like companion thingy, that she wants to have the seed here, right? She wants to plant the seed in Kresk and make
So I
it
think there are
the center.
two perhaps possible places that the seed can be, either within the tree itself,
Can
or
all of you make me a quick intelligence check?
okay.
We can, yes.
Oh my god. My
I
Easy 20.
Ooh,
my headband of intelligence is
damn.
now
Already
40.
losing my parts of my €1 luck.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, there we go.
Whoa!
There we go.
Daphne is very focused on this idea,
on-
and as she talks, what pops into your mind, Leo, Syrax, and Soul, is that the effect the waters of the pool of Saint Markovia has on humanoids is indeed this cold resistance for a while and greater restoration, right? But
Oh fuck.
the effect it has on soil is increased fertility. And
yeah.
it also allows Kresk to grow crops even in winter, giving the crops themselves cold resistance.
You're here for
That's
the blessing
yeah.
water.
Makes a lot of sense.
Of course.
What are you guys upcoursing about?
Styrax will relay.
what-
Styrax will relay the information.
Yeah, the pond, the pool is obviously an amazing resource for a blight seed or whatever this thing is called.
Yeah.
Basically,
we
just a
can't,
super buff to these trees.
then we can't afford to lose Crest. Then
We have to make her stand here.
either we defend it, or if we can't have it, the enemy can't have it either. Either way.
Yeah, I'm not sure we can remove the pool, even with your fire idea.
Well, yes, of course.
Right. Like,
We can cause an avalanche.
yeah, I mean, even that, I mean, it's just super warm there.
Yeah.
Just need more water.
Well, I mean,
Ah, this
I
fight.
think we just similar to our encounter with the blights before. I think it will go exactly like that, but just on a bigger scale and more difficult to execute exactly what we did.
Well, I
Which
hope
is go
we.
for the
So,
Yeah, I don't know. I hope we don't have to deal with the blights. It's outside of the big tree because we already have to take care of the forest folk and the witch.
Wait,
So
wait.
we need to start the fight off with breaking the staff. Or all
and I
staffs?
think
I don't know.
no, because when the staff is dropped, all the blights stop. Remember?
Yeah, they get destroyed even if you break one. But
Yeah,
I mean,
if you break one. Yeah.
my current theory is like there's this Gulthias. I think that is just this giant tree that is called Gulthias, and the staff of Gulthias is basically just like breaking off
Made
a tr-
made
um
from them.
yeah, and then maybe with some feudal magic, it'll be made into being more powerful to control. So I'm worried that what we understand of the staff in the presence of its maker might, you know, get a bit muddied. So maybe,
How about this?
yeah.
I think if
Question.
we go ahead.
First, so this, so this blights come from this seed, right?
Yeah.
Does it have to be like in a singular place, or can they create, a container? I missed that.
Well, it's usually, I assume, plant. Like, I don't know how it gets into the world, but I guess it's plants. It places itself down somewhere and
Because
starts to create like home base, and then these little ones come out and.
Yeah, so it
yeah. So
get in contact with living creatures, I guess, and then it start building its base, creating protectors and aggressive offsprings, and then go on a mass conquering plan.
so it could move.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe this is also like a special case, right? There's
and
also like
Rickon
a night
is
sister
all
supporting the whole process, so.
Indeed, blight
Yeah.
seeds are very, very rare. They're protected.
that's for
Very
sure.
uncommon in Kastai, and for that to be a blight seed here in Barovia, and then suddenly it being used this way. It's
I
peculiar.
think it's
And there's also several of these staffs. Why would a blight seed create its own mean of destruction in several weak points? But I was
What?
dubious at first of why making a stand here was important. But from hearing you talk about this strange magical source of water here, we cannot allow the Countess to gain this advantage if she is indeed the one moving the strings behind the curtain.
Would you
What
want to see the
if-
pool of water?
What if originally the blight seed or whatever was the natural god that the forest folk was
I mean, maybe it's.
worshipping.
I think it's part. I mean, we're talking about 3 parts. I overheard. There's
Yeah.
gonna be 3 parts to this wanderer in this ancient land, and I think the blight seed might be one of them, or the normal seed. It might be one. Like maybe it was like a normal kind of protective tree, like a positive version of a blight tree or whatever. And then they tampered with the standing stones
Yeah.
and made it so that this seed changes its purpose and turns into more of a blight tree. And I think this is just Rin's thing. She got that. The other United Sisters have like other parts of this wanderer. I think the seed is just what Rin got.
So I think that no matter what, we have to kill Rin here.
I agree. Or capture, I guess. I mean, she could have useful information, but that seems
I
scary
am.
to pull off.
Witches are notorious for being sly and cunning. I'm not comfortable if we get the drop on her,
Indeed.
keeping her alive.
But these forest folk said that she was cold, which makes me believe that this is not just any normal kind of hag, but indeed
Yeah.
a winter hag.
And what's a difference?
Winter hags are created rather than born through
Oh.
tragic means, through creatures with fey heritage suffering certain tragic events. Their soul cries out and a winter hag is born, or something along those lines. Winter hags
Oh.
are not. There are not many Fae on Kasai, but the most common type of hag is, of course, the winter hag. And they are not your children's story kind of hag. They are a bit more. Less diabolical and more cold, both to the name and in personality.
Any
So,
weaknesses? Any way to confuse her or something like that?
Funnily enough, we seem to have a theme of fire here. It's certainly a vulnerability of the winter hag. And never, ever pursue a winter hag in a blizzard. Because there she is the strongest. Elusive.
So I.
can I?
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
there gonna
I
be a
guess-
blizzard here?
Yeah, and I mean, it makes sense that she wants her resident to be here, I guess.
So I think that it makes. We don't really have to burn the entire place down, but fighting them and ambushing them inside is objectively better than outside.
I'm not 100% sure about that. We also don't know how much firepower we even have here, right? Like,
We
I don't have
still
a barrel of oil or
do
laying
not
around,
know.
and I don't know if they do.
We still do not know the size of this threat. And we do not
Yeah.
know if this
Right, we
tree
need that.
blight getting in contact with this magical pool will have an explosive effect, or more of a long-term effect. I see 3 different paths. Either we attack before they have a chance to reach Kresk and not rely on these,
Wars.
well, naive and untrained people, and
Yeah.
having them being taken as hostages and dying and creating chaos and being in the way, honestly. Or we stand our ground here behind the walls, use the bowmen who, I mean, from what I saw, it was actually longbows, which is pretty impressive considering its range. From afar, I hope to deal some damage and take down some of the sides of it, and then recuperate behind the walls when we need to and re-attack and hope that they hold. I would like to hear your assessment of these walls, Master Dwarf, later. Or we retreat up. I saw on my way here that there's some kind of narrow mountain path leading upwards. What is up
Yes.
there?
Yeah,
An
Maybe.
abbey.
An
Yeah.
abbey. Some kind of fortified stone structure up there.
Yes.
Yeah,
A medium.
say that. I think the problem is they have the chance to go to the pool without going up the path.
Indeed.
So
But we could tunnel them and use the height to our advantage. I'm pretty sure that beyond casting lightning, you are well versed also with thunder spells, are you not, Iris? I mean, I'm able to cast Thunder Wave, if that could help. What about even Gust of Air? Does Iris have Gust of Air?
I think
Iris is so adorable. I'm sorry.
That's my
I get why
mentor there, buddy.
I get why Joseph fell in love with him. Mm.
And then have like kind of a Doro in Starbucks, like
Honestly, Richten having a son, it just like I don't see how that happened.
yeah, it's true.
yeah, it's true.
Iris shakes his head. No, sorry. I'm not that into the wind aspect of things. Chained lightning is the most impressive thing I can do, honestly. That is impressive, but not helpful in this sense. I mean, I guess Thunderwave could work. We could even make the road more slippery, just prone to naturally falling off. These plants, as I said, it's not the sharpest tool in the shed.
I mean, obviously they are guided by a winter hag, which apparently is smart, I assume, with how you described it. So, and I feel like she's in full control of these things. I don't think she'll. I don't know. I think she'll just. I mean, she controls winter stuff, I assume. So maybe she's just like, nah, let's not. Let's rechange this path into a more tractable one. I feel like she would be able to do that and understand.
And
I think our best bet is to break a staff and hope that there's something. You know, probably the staff of the leaders of the forest folk to turn them. And I think we are capable. We are like 4 melee fighters that are all quick. And the scrollbow is known for that, right? So you guys could get in there and just completely restrain Rin as quickly as possible, not have her react.
that's
Try to get a hold on her hands, cover her mouth quickly.
I think that assuming Rin is weak physically, and I think that's a misconception that spellcaster is usually weak physically, but
You guys
I
are.
don't
Like,
think-
I mean,
I don't think that applies to hack though. They can be strong.
that's probably true, but also we have a lot of attempts, right?
Yes,
If
and
it's
I
more
I
people-
agree with focusing the heads, but we also need to pick our battlefield.
Yes, I just feel like if we can, if like any battlefield where we can do an ambush is the best place, because I think that's our best shot at just creating ultimate chaos in like a second. Because the moment Rin, for example, can't talk or like cast magic,
Then
and
I
the trees will turn into stupid mode. if we break a staff, the first hook might turn on the blights. So
Then I think perhaps fighting them when they are not in a snowy environment might be better. So catching them off guard while they are moving.
yeah,
And we also need to know where they are, of course, and waiting on
I
that.
think I think it's a good idea. I think it's a good idea to have the longbow archers in range, but also have it like outside the city. And if the first turn doesn't go great, we just rush back into the city and we do your burn everything down strategy.
Yes, and I think it's best that we do not realize too much on the crest people. And I think I might have to talk to Dimitri about just having everyone evacuate to the abbey.
Yeah, I don't want to have any soldiers. I just think archery is a very nice way of
Yes, I agree.
creating confusion and especially if the intelligent players out of the play, the blights might not even understand how arrows work.
In a warfare sense, I totally agree with you. Having backup range support is a very nice thing to have, especially we have very sturdy wars. But
Yeah, I also feel like Styrix and Soul would be great on the wall, They also have long range stuff. Supportive. I mean, maybe Soul a little bit closer, but Styrix certainly
I need
has.
to be closer, most definitely.
Yeah.
I'm built for more support, you could say.
And that's good thing is to have someone on our wall would also be like if we change into strategy 2, Styrix could start the burning pretty easily from the wall without us all needing to get there.
Leo, how well do you think you can talk to Ren?
I think pretty well. I have not talked with a winter hag before, but
Keep in mind, is the one we list. We know the list of the three.
sure, but I mean, she will. She won't run over me, obviously. So, could be a good distraction. I could try to.
Yes.
I could just be wandering about and then be like, seeing
Oh,
her,
hey,
I
Ren?
guess, and then be like, "Hey, what the heck? What are you doing here?" Didn't know we were like walking around, and then
Because one of the things that we don't have here that would be very handy to have is explosive. But we can makeshift, but it would require an enclosed environment. For example, inside a house, inside a cave, inside any enclosed environment.
Do we even have gunpowder? Anything those lines?
I don't think we have enough gunpowder for it to matter.
yeah, I think we're definitely on the lower end of resources. I mean, we can obviously talk to Dimitri what is available. But
Because instead of gunpowder, we can use flour, which I think we have a quite good amount of. But that would require an enclosed environment, of course.
yeah, I could. I think it is definitely. I mean, Hags are smart. She's smart.
Well, yeah.
Definitely gonna be a strange occurring event for me to just be wandering about. But I think she has to address it, even if she addresses it carefully. But it could ruin the surprise in some form because she's more on guard, because she's, considers something strange to be happening. Than she would be maybe if we were just coming out of nowhere. But then we might not know where she is. It really depends on the layout. If we can just come out of nowhere.
Yeah, I suppose.
I think it's a good idea. We just need to hear from our scout.
Yeah, we are just putting stuff on the table, and we need more information to decide.
I certainly, you know, I'm good at talking, so I think I can, you know, get her interested.
I suggest we all take a break and wait for this spy.
Wait, before that. So, didn't you take a bunch of alcohol from the abbey?
Yes.
Let's make some firebomb.
Oh.
You can't drink if you fucking die. Come on.
Alcohol abuse.
Fine.
You had like
Alright.
3 bottles.
Oh,
of
what?
this.
I
Why
can
so
get
sad?
more.
You can still get more. Don't worry.
I just got well acquainted by them.
You will drink them all. I think it would be better if we leave.
There's more back in the abbey. If you want, I could go up there and do some trips.
Yeah. Let's, because it gonna spread, you know? Throw them and burn them up, it's gonna stick. It's gonna hurt.
At least one. Leave me with one.
Also, I just want to point out that our fire idea obviously is great, but if she can like summon a blizzard,
Yeah,
I feel like our fire will just.
Okay. I would like to voice a concern that since this Isaac is, you all say, is intelligent, I believe she will have the strategy of coming in the day of blizzard.
Yeah, well, we you know, we can choose when we start a fight, you know.
Yeah.
She can
we
choose
have-
when she attacks Kresk, but we can choose when we attack her.
And we have the element of surprise, I believe.
Yeah. I'm just worried that she can do it like mid-combat, kind of.
Yeah.
She just is
Well,
like, "Oh, look,
would it
you
be-
didn't get me restrained. Look here, I'm summoning Ultra Storm. I'm just gonna
With that,
start
just look
flying
at-
away."
I just look at the spellcasters. And it's like, I don't think that's possible. Do you? Able to control weather just like that?
I mean, they can control weather.
It is
Yes.
possible.
My
Even
father Orin is famous for it.
And I think there's even a spell called control weather.
You mean indeed, as I said.
Yeah.
spell level is this? I want to know.
It's Evius, this one, that talks about his father. Their voices are
Wait,
both
hi,
low
I-
and gravelly, and it's hard.
I can hear the difference. One is stuttering all the time.
Yeah. Well,
I didn't know that. Well,
so ready to put a witch and a giant tree on your, you know,
list of things.
on
That-
what
Your
on what
list.
list?
on your achievement list.
Young soul, that would be spell level 8 for control weather. Indeed.
Okay. Thank you so
Partially
much.
why my father is indeed famous.
Wow, 8th level. It's
Yeah, I'm
timing
pretty sure
is-
she can do that.
I hope she can't do that because
I
Oh.
wouldn't. I mean, she's also in control of some sort of ancient land
That-
primordial
Does it
thing.
need
I mean-
any vismency, vocals?
The verbal
as well.
components you mean?
Yeah.
Both somatic and verbal, indeed.
I guess that's good if we can restrain one of the two. She already can't do it anymore.
Okay,
The area
do we know-
of it, though, that makes this a little bit hard to control. It's an 8-kilometer radius, so she could technically cast it whilst being at, let's just throw a number out there, like 4 kilometers, and it would still affect
I
us.
see. Well,
Yeah, but if we get a jump on her, like the,
A
I think the idea.
concentration spell, though. So I mean, I know how it feels like to, get
Yeah,
a
I
little
think
bit
I
of
have something
ouch,
against that also.
lose concentration.
well, I guess I know what I'm gonna do when we're taking a break.
what learn control weather.
No.
That would be very
First
cool,
off-
honestly. So,
No,
like,
no, no.
I'll
That's
trust. I
ambitious.
trust you. You can
You
do
know
that.
what? I'll do it.
No, you just
in
need
a
a
couple
more-
of years.
You,
A
you know,
couple
you
of
just
years.
no. I think you just need a few more like random souls that want to
Limericks?
give you levels and like you know, get them to
Okay.
kiss you. You know.
For sure.
Or just I think we should
No.
throw Soul in the pool and see
I mean,
what happened.
I
You
don't,
know?
I don't know if I don't know if the saint would give me that ability, but
Guys, please. I can't keep attention anymore. This and
Ezzy.
that. Is there somewhere I can get a bath?
Oh,
Okay.
dude, like that bath for sure.
oh, you
There
would
is.
like the pool then. Yeah, the pool gives good baths.
Yeah, it's
What?
pretty
No,
warm
I
there.
don't think
The
she has.
magical pool? Should I go to get? I don't know. I feel.
I mean, it's
right.
super
we can
warm. It's
go.
like basically like you know, hot
Oh,
pool.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah, hot spring.
jacuzzi.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
Where? Point me in
exactly.
the direction.
The only
Alright,
problem
yeah.
I just want to say, like, it reveals something about you sometimes, especially the first time you go in. So
Yeah.
it might not be super comfortable, but it's always a good feeling.
Don't worry, that is gonna happen
What?
to you.
What the fuck are you talking?
If you want to, we can all
Well-
hang out there. I think
Yeah.
Cyrix doesn't want to go into the water for that particular reason, but
Steros completely ignores Leo.
Alright, we're going.
Yes, please. I understand that all of
Alright,
this is
I'll
important.
guide you.
I've been traveling for several days. I just want a bath and a hot meal. Can we take
You know what?
an adjourn?
Go.
Can we adjourn?
yes, as we can.
Perfect. I mean,
All
I'm
right.
here to keep you all in check and keep you all healthy. And I'm telling you, this much thinking is unhealthy.
Thank you.
Rick
All right, let's go.
sighs loudly and like face palms.
Have you ever heard of the phrase "work first, play later"? Oh my god!
I-
Impossible. And I'm already walking away.
I will punch
I
your
have to say,
Vistani blood out of you. So I swear.
I'm surprised you were under the, you know, mentorship of Rickton, I have to say. You all don't seem like him at all in these matters.
We are a strange pair, that's for sure.
Taking jabs when you can, eh, Leo?
Just pointing out the obvious.
Uh huh. Yeah.
I
yeah,
don't
of course.
particularly agree with how she says it, but she's not wrong.
Oh, that's good.
Don't do anything stupid. See? Keep inside the walls. And let everybody here, let's reconvene in like an hour or two. I think we have that luxury.
Yeah, I should point out, like, obviously they are a little bit more used to tieflings right now, but technically they still have a stigma towards tieflings with the whole, like, you know,
The
Vistani thing being
Vistani.
part of Stradania's stuff, you know. Yeah.
I see.
So just-
be good to two shoes, Nessie.
Mhm.
Maybe put on.
Maybe,
like, a
maybe it's
cloak or
best that
something.
we, like, escort you to the pool.
Yeah, we travel in groups.
Jesus. Sorry,
Who?
Boreas.
Ooh,
Boreas.
son of a
Oh, that's
carpenter?
my-
Wait,
What?
wait.
Why are
Is
Barovians
is
always
there...
so exclusive?
I think I heard of that name. I think that's like
Jesus?
like a pretty high-ranking official back where my
It's
where
some
Yeah.
kind
town
of
is.
Boreas. I don't know. Alright, okay, let's go.
Yep.
Andrew,
Out
You're
of
going
here, it's
there.
getting stuffy. The dire wolf stank. And she like, pushes you
Yep,
out.
maybe we have time to fill you in and some more things.
And as Essie pushes you out of the guardhouse barracks here from the tower into the cold air, let's go for a short break. Yay!
Yay!
Jesus Christ, guys, you never stop talking.
We just keep talking and talking.
No, it's really good. I'm just joking. I just needed to
I'm-
force a short break into there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Leslie.
I'm
Force whatever you
I'm
want.
gonna die, guys.
Yep, you rolled
I'm gonna
two
die.
natural, two 20s.
You dead.
I'm dead, man.
You're dead, man.
All of a sudden, Boreas appears and just face.
Smites you.
Yeah. Smite. Boom.
Alright, get some snacks, refill your
Yep.
drinks, go to the toilet, pet your pets, and come back and ready for like a half an hour, about more of a roleplay. Half an hour, 45 minutes. I see you there. I'll be right
Give me
back.
back.
My stream now.
Man, oh man, oh man.
Well, this is gonna be great.
Uh-huh.
All is well. Oh, Pickle, have you seen the Valentine cards that I posted on
The what now?
the Valentine cards on the like if you scroll
Oh.
up, you should see series of Valentine cards.
Man.
So half of them are from a Vampire Masquerade game, and another half is from a Curse of Strahd game I'm running. So yeah.
Hello, I'm back.
And one is from Breaking Bad.
Yeah, Hemo, Ghetto Cries could actually work. Ghetto could actually work. But it's pretty realm specific. Might be a little bit hard. I wonder, does it help you guys to do a bunch of what if scenarios? It's certainly entertaining for me to listen to, that's for sure. As from one second to the other, there's a bunch of like prep requirements that goes into my head, and then that gets thrown off, and then another bunch of like a list of prep requirements.
Yeah, it's like the DM hearing the the DM hearing the player planning
Oh my gosh.
and planning scenarios that they definitely have no idea and no plan for. Yeah.
I am back and also officially stopped working.
Yay! Nice. For sure, tonight we're not gonna start any battles because I have no idea how you want to do this.
We're gonna jump in with our with.
It's
you know-
okay.
Okay, Stavros goes out and goes to find the tree.
No!
Oh wait,
My
wait,
plans!
wait.
Prepares fireball.
I can catch myself on fire and run towards him and use my cape, and while I'm in flame, run towards the tree monster. Then use my cape powers to go back in safety and get pulled out. I can do that.
Sure.
A walking
Hey, I'm back.
fireball.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Fuck off. You could probably hear that, huh? I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's alright.
I just got a bag of trail mix over here.
I really enjoy the Valentine's card from Vargas. Black Witch.
Oh.
All is well with you around.
Yeah.
I must say, Zuko, that bed cover looks very cozy.
Oh, that's not a bed cover. That's my blanket.
You sleep with that?
Oh.
Yeah,
Only?
it's
Oh,
so.
fuck. Yeah, right.
It's a blanket. Yeah,
Right.
I thought you were gonna say your mattress. I was like, yo, what the heck? Bro.
Because it's so light and warm and just like when you just get the just right temperature. Yeah, it's
Is
like
it weighted or no? No, right?
is not weighted, but is more warm than a weighted blanket.
Oh, really? Maybe it's
Yeah.
the material.
I can't describe it other than the fact that whenever I got in that blanket, it's like I'm being sealed away in cozy goodness, you know?
Oh.
Oh. It has a negative pressure. So
During
you're
the
getting sucked in.
winters, I have extremely fluffy cover, a filt on top of that, and a heat blanket. And then
Oh, yeah,
heat all through.
Heat blanket is good. It's good.
Blanket?
It's so good.
Very
I have a
good.
heat pad, I have a heat blanket, and I have like I bought a heat pad that wraps around your shoulders. And like with magnets attaches in the front, and then it has a bit of a collar, so it gets all of your neck. Oh, God, I love it.
Sounds fancy.
It was very
You
shitty.
know,
It's okay.
That's nice.
you know when you are getting old, when you like getting crazy over a blanket, a fucking blanket.
It's just pain.
What that says to
you
me
know?
then?
I do heat
I'm a-
therapy for my pain. It hurts. It helps.
Yeah, no, I agree. I would like a neck grab as well. You know, that sounds great.
It is. Everybody back and ready to continue?
I think so.
Okay,
Alrighto.
I'm back.
Am I too far? Oh yeah, I think I'm too far. There you go.
You're too far gone.
Thank you, has
Already
you
did.
know.
I was
self-fixing this-
leaning back.
It was pretty great that time. But it's great that you. Thank you. Taking that care.
Am I becoming a streamer? Sorry, chat.
Anyway, so Richter is gonna stay behind. He's gonna request for Irius to do the same, and they're gonna like catch up a bit and like have some food there, together. Might go
don't
and
fall
do
in love
some.
now, Arius. Don't fall in love now, Arius.
Joseph
You're
is
your last one.
very different from Richter, okay? Very different.
The spirit of Joseph is looking at you, eyeing you,
Yep.
squinting.
And judging by Erasmus' appearance, it's a natural child of Richter. I guess he could be
Oh,
bi,
yeah,
I guess, but I mean, anyway,
And I before like I would head out with like the rest of the group, but I want to like just talk in private with Richten a little bit. Might be a bad idea, but hey, have to relate the info.
You can stay behind if you want to.
Yeah, no, I was
You can
talking
come. Yeah, good. You're welcome anytime.
yeah. Yeah, I know. I was talking like on top of the table.
Mhm.
So yeah, I would stay behind and say that hey Richten, can I talk to you in private for a sec?
he's like sitting down, just about to eat some like rations with Irius. He looks to you, and with a blank face, he says,
Just a quick moment.
"Of course." And he looks into the room, and like how Arius is there. He thinks about going outside. That doesn't really seem to work. He looks towards the stairs, and then he nods to himself, and he walks up the stairs and out on the curtain wall.
Starbucks will actually stay with Arius
Oh.
right longer.
Okay, so Essie is over here with.
I'm way ahead. I'm
Yeah,
way ahead at this point.
I'll make sure that no one gives Essie the weird look. So it's definitely good that I'm
Yeah.
just being around.
Yeah.
We need to protect the people from Essie. Okay, that's what we're doing.
Sure.
No, it's just people that have positive connections with tieflings around me. So you know.
Of course.
I
Easy
mean,
and good.
Essie does get some looks as she heads towards the pool, but you don't
Yeah.
get accosted.
Yeah, I always like give them like a smile and a wave once they give like a bad look, so they feel bad.
Well, it's more. I'm not. You're not really sure if it's a bad look, but it's certainly
Yeah,
a
yeah.
curious one.
Yeah.
At first, but your presence certainly helps. What do you want to do, guys? First, we have like 3 different groups of people here.
I think Daphne
think I'll just-
volunteered.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely initiate. So
Out on the in the fresh air, Richten has disguised himself again as the same Barovian, but still extremely nondescript. And he kind of brings up the hood and kind of pulls the cloak around him to obscure as much as possible of his looks. And he takes in the view of the walls before him and the Creskite community behind him, the wintry woodlands, and then he turns his head towards you, Daphne, and just cocks his head a little bit.
I found Erasmus.
Where?
I was. There will be a lot of questions, and I will answer in my due time, but I was at a ball at Castle Ravenloft. Erasmus was there as a guest. I did not know what happened to him, but I know one thing, that he is a vampire.
You know Richten to be a very cool, calm, and collected guy
Yeah.
that often do not show any emotions like on his face, you know. But with the mention of Erasmus, there is immediately like worry creeping in, and as he takes in this news, there's this mixture of fury and fear on his face, and he actually has to turn around from you, and he tries to bite down on a loud curse word, but he cannot stop himself, and he basically shouts it out, and like has to walk a few steps away from you, and like seems to be trembling a little bit. And whenever Essie has been in danger, or you know, you have been talking about your issues, he is loyal to the people around him, but you've never seen him care about a person as much as he does now. And it's heartwarming to see that this person who nobody believes that he can have a natural son, you know, cares about his son. But it's also a little bit
Bittersweet, I guess.
sure, but there's a little bit of jealousy as well there. He's not that familiar with you.
Yeah. I think at this point Daphne just kind of accepted it, because growing up in a environment like the Eternal Sun, I don't think it's something that Daphne would be familiar with or think of.
Mm-hmm.
At the very least, he looks fine.
He does. Enjoying himself, is he?
A little bit.
That little brat. How could he be so blind? What went wrong? Shit. Give me more details, please.
Yeah, so Duffy would just try her best to sort of describe like the people that were there and like the people that Erasmus was with. Let me see if I remember. Fuck.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, I think Erasmus was with. Was it Lucretian Prince whatever, like a real?
I think he was like in the
I think he
back,
was.
and he was with Ismark actually for sure. I think he talked with Ismark. I'm not sure if
Yeah,
I'm not sure if the trio like Valentin, Antonovic, or Lucresh, like if they were there at the start and then went to us. I'm not sure, but definitely
I
Ismark.
think they were also talking to a witch, to one of the witch.
Yeah, maybe later in the day. Yeah, that could be possible.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not.
Yeah. Give me your general intelligence, just to see
Yeah,
how
yeah,
much,
okay.
how fresh it is in your mind, just to see what I can give you
Yeah,
for guidance.
I'm not very. Oh,
Okay, 11. In general, you did see him later in the evening, like branch out and talk to other people as well. But in
Yeah.
general, he hang out with the vamps. And
With what?
with
he, I think I described it in the past as well, that he looked rather, calm.
yeah. He looks like he's not forced to be there, but just pretty normal. And of course, I will leave out any details that kind of mention any like the relationship that Leo have with the Countess, like any of that.
Okay.
I don't know what Rickman would do if
Yeah.
Leo is. Yeah.
I'm gonna get kidnapped again by your mentor.
Jesus Christ.
Shut up. he
Nice
probably
jab.
gonna eat.
You
He's
surely
probably
kidnap
gonna.
me and use me as like a method of threatening her and be like, I'm gonna kill him if you don't let my son go free or something.
Oh my god, yeah.
All right. Rickton looks out, kind of the view, scowling as he usually does, as you give him the details that he asks for, and at the end of it, he kind of like leans his hand on the palisade, like gripping the stone pretty harshly. This is going to be a problem.
That's why I want, even though statistically it doesn't make sense for me to mention it before a big fight like this, but it's better for you to prepare mentally for what is to come. I hope the scenario where you and Erasmus have to face to face with weapon drawn doesn't happen, but it's possible.
If
And
he
if you can't,
is so friendly with that court, and with the charm abilities that vampires before that point
possess,
that means that Stradania knows an uncomfortable amount of information about me. And knows that she can expose a weakness in me through him.
How much does your son know about you?
We have butted heads many times. He is critical of my methods and line of work, morals, and the fact that I did not spend a lot of time home. Me and Laura talked about it, of course. I mean, it was a situation we were both comfortable with. I mean, Laura knew that in loving me, that meant I needed to sacrifice most of my time for my work. It's just who I am. But as the lad grew older, as my son grew older, the admiration that I saw in those eyes and the happiness when I came home with a gift I tried to procure my way home, it turned to resentment. And as his knowledge grew of what I was doing and how I was doing it, and we disagreed a lot.
Made sense.
I went to great lengths to keep my familial ties secret. I love them both, and I love my work. And I don't think it is a coincidence that somehow the Vistani learned of who my son was, happened to come upon him, filled his head with further naive and rosy ideas of what reality isn't, and whisked him away over here. And now he's a vampire in the worst, arguably, for this archipelago, the worst vampire in millennia. Last
The
time
situation.
we spoke, we did not... The last words were not good ones. And I fear that it will be all too easy for someone as Stradania to manipulate Erasmus into revealing too much.
At least that's a possibility that we know now. And you don't really have to explain how you choose your work or how you treat your family to me. I honestly... Even though with your method, I think sometimes it's a bit excessive, but I understand that you do just what you have to do and what you believe in.
I know that's. It's a hard time for other people too, like me.
Yeah.
But it's
Perhaps
a
you shouldn't have.
sacrifice I do.
Perhaps you shouldn't have fell in love in the beginning.
Yes. I think that was, in hindsight, my life's biggest mistake. I tried to hide this weakness, this vulnerability. But it wasn't enough. Daphne, she is going to use this against me. And I will try to be as objective and reasonable as possible. But it will leave me a bit unstable in the heat of it. And I need you to be there to bring me back. If I would fail to keep my calm.
Right. Well, I surely hope for a situation where you and your son can sit down and talk. But
Oh, carry on.
I'll do what you have. I'll do what I have to do.
He nods. He starts walking past you to like head downstairs again, but then he stops by your side and kind of places his hand on your shoulder. If I'm not
One
there,
thing
and you
Second
have
goal.
the chance, know that the ultimate goal is to kill him and release him from this monstrous being he has become. Promise me that.
Yeah, I promise I'll kill your son when you're not there.
I will try to do it. If it's within my power, but if it's not, I need you.
Though, one thing I do learn, written after traveling with my friends, is that you can't hide or run away from your vulnerability. You have to confront it. But I guess perhaps those words are a bit too late for you now. Just have to focus on what's ahead.
I will. If I had the opportunity to give him mercy, I will. And I will end it. And he carries on and walks downstairs.
And Daphne just whispered to herself, if I have a fucking gold coin for every fucked up children and father I have faced in this goddamn place. And just walked down.
You'll be rich. Richer.
And as I walk down, look at Styrax and Nereus, and just like randomly said to Styrax without any context, at least you have a good one. And just and just walk out.
it took a lot of work and a lot of hardship to get Arius to this point, but now, he's pretty good, all things considered.
One of my favorite characters.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he wasn't the dick beforehand also.
No, he wasn't. He's just a
Yeah.
man. He's just a
Yep.
boy. He's just a gal. Lost.
It's one of the boys.
He's just
He's
a
Why
a
am I
boy.
here with Mr. I love work over my family, and I hope my family would understand, and Mr. I create chimeras when Starup's ever actually normal father, huh?
Well, let's think about what it says about you.
Yeah.
Why am I here with psychopaths?
Well, that's why in the labyrinth it was like a left-hand side psycho, a right-hand side psycho. Oh no.
One in one.
Anyway,
Yeah.
as
Without
you
no context.
sit down and eat, and Rickton catches up to Arius, and what's like been going on with him, and vice versa. We're at the pool with a totally different kind of mood.
They're having a
this
fucking pool party over there.
This
Yeah.
poll, Ezzy, this poll is coming
Yeah.
from an amazing person
Oh, what?
who always aims for the best of people.
Yeah, she, the ghost of her got in a little bit something with soul, so.
Wait, you
He's
have
in
you have a hot, like,
Ah.
female ghost that stalks you?
I think she's gone now after we done what she wanted, but she was definitely there to give Soul some mental support,
her
I
mission.
think.
Mental
Yeah, her
support.
mission.
Mhm. And she kind of like
No, hey,
she and she boxes your shoulder and she says, "Have
no, no,
a
no, no,
pee
no,
on
no.
you, so."
Was kind of cute how he froze up when she appeared.
You know, I'm not denying it, really. Yeah, but first,
I don't
Hey.
forget. I'm
The ghost.
just teasing.
I also have a ghost flying around here from 400 years ago,
You
Still
do?
stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm,
souls get stuck here in the mist, so they can't really
I don't
escape.
get stuck here. I know what you're talking about.
Haha, you're stuck here, Soul.
Okay. Essie
What?
just looks at all of you and just laughs. Like takes off her outer layers, and steps into the pool carefully and like marveling at like how nice it is. Are you sure I'm allowed to do this? Like you spoke of his like magical properties before. Is like this like
It's fine.
desecrating it or something?
It's
I mean,
fine.
I don't know if you have like a traumatic memory or something, but you might relive that one.
No. That happens because we drank from it.
I think it's a bit of
Ah,
all
so
of it.
don't drink from the pool. I get you.
Or do, I mean, it could be a
It's-
good
it's-
revelation.
It's good. It's fresh. That's for sure. It's safe
Yeah.
to drink.
And suddenly the cold doesn't do that much to you anymore.
No,
Nicole
no,
didn't
no.
bother me anyway.
Oh well.
She actually suddenly submerges from one second from the other, from being hesitant to like overly excited, and she like starts like, swimming around in it, bringing out like a shampoo bottle, like start applying like.
Yeah, I think I'll
oils to her
also
hair.
also dip in
You have a
the water.
you have a shampoo bottle? Oh my god! Aren't that kind of expensive to procure sometimes?
Hell yeah. But remember that younger Vistani lad from the Valaki camp? Let's just say that after I was done with him, he fell unconscious and I took his stuff.
Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah, he really ought to protect his stuff a bit more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's his fault. So good for you.
For sure. And hey, I gave that person the night of their life.
What? Commend
That's-
that.
Just the price that it takes, you know.
Um,
Yeah, but so you can come in also if you want to.
Nah, I'm fine. I'll just sit here. I don't know. Yeah, I'll just sit here. You guys can, watch yourselves.
Eventually, Essie tries to drink the water when she build up enough bravery to do it, and there's like a bit of a chill going through her, and she turns her head to the side and she looks over between Sol and Leo and says, "Well, that was weird, but it
Got
really
trauma?
didn't do anything."
Huh. Well, lucky you.
Good. So there's nothing you need to see,
Need to
Nah,
see.
you don't have.
which also
Yeah.
could be like dangerous and scary, but probably is good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Usually,
All
the pool
trauma
reveals.
that you guys are going through is like giving me a headache. I'm glad I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah. The pool just lets you like see things, you know. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
If you're hiding something like secrets, hiding deep inside your soul.
I
Right,
think it's more
no.
about letting you see something you need to see.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much, Universe, to making sure I'm not as fucked up as these people. Thank you.
I'm fine.
Mm,
I'm
Well,
perfectly fine.
You
I'm
guys
the
should
one-
maybe
I did
talk about it, right? I don't
yes,
want to be like third wheel here, but I feel like you guys should maybe talk about it.
I did want to talk about this. So, Leo, go over there and do like your guy things. I'm gonna swim over here.
All right.
Guy
Have
thing.
fun.
Ugh.
And Essie kind of comes up to where you are, and she's like floating like horizontally in the water, but she places her like elbows up on the shore to like anchor her where you're sitting, and she places her shin in the palm of her hand, kind of like looks at you with like big doughy eyes.
Don't make that face.
What do you
Please.
mean? She flutters
Yeah.
her eyelashes at you.
Okay. Alright.
This is my face. What's wrong with it?
You're making it too adorable in a situation that I don't think is really necessary for you to be adorable for it.
This
Okay.
is how I cope. All right.
Okay. You know what?
So let
A
me-
much more,
let me
a much more, much more healthy alternative from how I cope. So you know what? I support that then.
I mean, I think you
Now
should
with
have
that
learned by
becomes-
now. Like, everything is a joke to make it less hurtful. Yes.
Yeah, but sometimes you gotta take it seriously to properly face it on.
Yeah. I know.
So,
It fucking sucks, but okay.
mm, so I know you have questions. I probably have some answers. So
But maybe I have some answers. What about that, huh?
I don't know, man.
Maybe you the
I
one with the questions and I with the answers.
Okay, first, how the fuck did you able to get over it? You know what I mean? I luckily have an amazing group of people that catch me, but how did you do it? It's just, man, I'm just bummed out now. Fuck.
Try making a dry joke about it.
The dry, I don't know. Maybe you can make dry jokes about it, but I'm still in the process of, still bearing the act that I just did.
The act that you just did.
Snip, snip, using all that. A dream.
Gee.
I don't know if it's
places a
selfish
hand
reasons.
over your hand. She says, "Did they influence you to do something?"
No, they told me that
Alright, phew. Okay.
they just drink me from this cup. They asked me to drink from this cup, and they said to be be filled with be part of the destiny of our
Yes.
lineage. And I said no, because I saw what the Vistanis were doing to the people,
What?
and
So? You said no?
yeah,
You actually refused them? Her?
yeah.
Oh.
Soul! Holy
What?
shit!
I know. I know.
Okay, I'm sorry. This is gonna sound a little bit hurtful. I thought that you were a bit spineless, but holy mother of shit!
I know. God damn it! I should have
Out of
taken that fucking wine bottle.
anybody, you!
I know. I know.
I don't know anybody who said no. Everybody says yes, but you did not?
No, I did not.
She makes this sign of like her mind is blown. This gesture.
I know. I know.
No, what are you crying about? That's amazing. Holy shit, I'm so fucking jealous right now.
What the fuck?
You're
You mean you
so
you took it?
You're so cool
Wait.
in this moment to me, Soul. You're such a shad. Wow.
It doesn't feel like it. Come on. I tried to communicate with them, right? And they said, they just distanced themselves from me, which is honestly the worst thing you could do to a very sociable person like me, unless in a very serious situation. So,
Yeah, but you still
I don't know if I'm
through
doing
with
the
it,
fucking
like,
right thing.
I don't care if I lose my family, become ostracized by my community, and I reject this fiendish part of myself, and like a shad, I will not let it control me, and I would say no. You still did that.
Yes. I don't know. And okay, here, there's a part of me thinks that you said we're in a very traumatic situation, right? We have trauma upon trauma, right? I just can't help but wonder what if I said yes, if I could have find something that will, help or learn something from this, hidden thing in our Vistani lifeline, that could have helped us, to ease the process.
Maybe, but you then gotta have the belief to think that the Visan is redeemable to begin with. Maybe
I know
accepting it
there's
is just
one.
gonna make it worse. I don't know.
Maybe.
I do recognize, again, jeez, what the fucking, cold-hearted, boss-ass bitch move to make. You're like, I don't care about my family, I'm gonna stand up for myself.
No, please don't say it like that. I do care about my family. I want them to be, the family to be, right. But the way they're going right now, it's not right. So please don't say that I don't care about my family. I do care about them a lot.
No, that's how to get you,
And
The
Wait,
fear of
I s-
getting exiled from all that you know, all that you
Mhm.
love. Living in a pretty dour world outside of Vistani. Because come on, all of the forest folk got the fucking stick up their ass. The Barovians are these,
Can we
paranoid, zealot, inbred, racist people.
You should handle what the fuck I'm going through with those three. Cause sometimes, man, I just wish to be like gone from them. Like, this is not competition, but
No, of course not.
I have hope. At least I think there's one more person that I could probably save from this thing. But I'm kinda debating. But did we told you about what happened to Madame Eva?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, so so now the Vistanis are like gathering in the Vistani camp down between village of Barovia and all that. And
Oh, I had some
we,
plans about heading there, but wait, they all up and left? Yes, of course.
yeah.
I went to the Volaki camp to talk to Casimira, and there was nobody there. I'm stupid. Yes.
Did you hear that? Please wait before I continue to say. Does Leo hear this conversation?
Like-
No, I think when you were very loud, I definitely heard it, even though I'm
Yes.
like on the other side of the pool. But since you've like become more silent, I don't
Okay.
hear it anymore. Like you can see, like I'm not trying to overhear, but
It's hard to ignore when Essie gets loud.
yeah, when you guys all started like screaming at each other.
What?
Have I arrived at this point?
No. You're still.
Okay,
Yeah,
so okay, about that. Yeah, events happen.
Yeah.
I need to I'll tell you later. And not important right now. But yeah, they up, left, and went back to the Serpul camp to, conduct a ceremony.
Yeah,
A funeral.
The
So-
normal ritual, but I guess it's gonna be way bigger than normally because it's Madame Eva. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to go there to
I feel like I need to
talk.
go there. And it's dangerous, but I mean, Madame Eva is Madame Eva. What can you do?
I know. I hope they're just gonna tolerate my existence. I just need to talk to one person. That's it.
If nobody else wants to hang out with you, you can hang out with me. Okay. I will sacrifice my reputation for you. That is
Thank you.
how magnanimous I can be.
Thank you so much, man.
Yes, I know you should
It's
get
been a
down
while
on your
since I did
knees and
that.
worship me as the goddess that I am.
Ah, hell no! I already have another goddess to fucking worship, so you're already second bottom
At
level.
least that flesh
So-
and bone. It's not like fucking the ghost ectoplasm. Jesus Christ.
But she's guiding me. She's giving me
How
moral support.
desperate can you be?
Very fucking desperate.
Okay, jeez, alright, I didn't know it was that bad.
She's very,
I didn't know that if you said no to the drink, you would lose your mojo as well, but okay.
Oh,
Learn something
most
new
fucking
every day.
definitely. I try to get my mojo, every now and then, but it only comes up when I'm drinking. I don't think that's healthy.
Wait, you
I
have
must
become
say.
a sad drunk?
I'm no longer a Vistani alcoholic. I'm just an alcoholic at this point.
Whoa. This is way too radical.
What you mean? I'm just laying down the situation.
but okay, beyond all the jokes, so I am proud of you. I mean, I know that you think that I am, whatever. Cool, beautiful, a goddess, a bona fide monster slayer, a femme fatale. She flips her hair.
Mm.
But I
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have the backbone to say no. I drank that shit. Deeply.
Fuck.
Okay.
You know, I spent so much time outside of the mist because I enjoyed traveling a lot that, you know, I didn't feel that
You're a
I have
fucking saint, so, considering everything. Your little caravan did like nothing while you were out there. I've heard some tales that Aragal and Luvash was pretty unhappy about your specific retinue because all you did was collect money. You did not collect blood. I was once.
Tell that to my mentor. Just saying.
I was once very trusted by Aragal because I was good at, at what I did.
Uh-huh.
As I said, I drank that Kool-Aid deeply until I realized how fucked up we are. We are fucking great as a society, but we are super fucked up too.
Oh yeah. I mean,
I have.
you know the fucking slap on the face when I found out that I'm just bringing my friends into this fucking place to be.
So, okay, I'm
food
getting a
for the
little
fucking-
bit angry at you right now, Soul, because I got literal blood on my hands and a whole lifetime of regret. And you're
Yeah.
sitting there going, woo-hoo! My family and friends don't like me anymore because I decided not to do the fucked up shit they want me to do.
And I don't know, man. It's the.
And she like grabs your hand and like kind of waves it around and like presses it up into your face. Look at this! Look at this! This is some lily white, hands. They're pure.
Hey, they have calluses, alright, on the fucking fingertips.
I wished
No.
my hands had just calluses. So, I wish.
Yeah, anyways.
No, don't anyways me like this is like yesterday's news. Take the fucking compliment.
I am in my own way. Okay. Don't worry. And in your compliment means a lot because,
Yeah, I
what
know.
you've shared
I'm awesome.
to us, Yeah, you're fucking amazing.
Tell me more.
I don't know. I felt like we're in so much trouble. We're making things around right now is so fucking difficult. I just, I don't know if I should have made the other choice yet. That's happening.
I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what this is going to lead to. But I want you to know that I wish I was as strong as you were. To have done the right thing back then. And not realize this late in the game. I'm going to spend the rest of my life, honestly so, trying to make up for what I've done and to silence these nightmares. You have the chance for greatness here. Maybe, I don't know, but being outside of the system, of not being, so deep into it, you can force the Vistani to see. Or you can get close enough to Stradania, the fucking motherfucker, and stab her and ended all of this. End this thing. It's enough having this born fiendish weakness in our souls. It's hard enough. Having it exploited like this is a crime.
All right, and I'm gonna slap the soul's gonna slap his face. It's like, okay, okay, let's just take that to heart. Just need to, process everything.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I don't experience another traumatic event. So,
Oh, I mean,
I can process it.
no,
but
you will.
That hope.
But hopefully
That
you will
hope
grow
is-
stronger from it and not break. Hardship is gonna come your way, even if you don't like it or not. Obviously, we are in Barovia trying to make a change. I mean, fucking look around. Things are going to be hard.
You're right.
And know this.
Anyway.
And please, please, forgive me. That if we're standing in front of these powers that be, for example, the buttfucker Stradania, forgive me for my weakness. When something within me tugs me towards something I do not want to be. I mean, I will try to divert and try to take on some kind of side threat, but once you're in this, it's intoxicating. She's intoxicating. You feel her in your soul in a way that shouldn't be I did not really consent, but I did not really. I'm not gonna be in my right mind, but maybe you will. So, use that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, enjoy yourself.
Fuck. Now I'm starting to get depressed. Jesus.
Yeah,
Dinner.
that's the side. That's the side effect of those hanging out with those three. I was so much happier before I fucking meet them.
Okay, that was my good my good thing for the day. Now I'm going to be diabolical and debauchery. All of the rest, I cannot handle it. And she
Thank
goes,
you for being a great person.
I'm not, but thank you, nonetheless. And she goes with.
Thumbs up. Is this where it's direct? Is this where everybody else comes in?
Do you guys join them at the pool, or do you wait for them to come back to you?
I think I said that I only talked to Rickton and then I left.
Oh, then you're definitely gonna walk in about now.
No, Cyrus will try to stay with a little bit with Sirius
Okay.
mostly, and then go back.
Yeah.
Leo has been practicing to hold his breath to not hear too much of them screaming, feeling a little bit bad for overhearing some stuff, because he definitely overheard some stuff.
Yeah, I think Daphne would definitely expect a more cheery vibe, but then she's just hey, what the fuck happened?
Hey, Daphne.
Talking
Cousins,
about life or shit. I don't
You know, yeah, all that.
Why are
Open
you
your
all
feelings.
sad?
I'm happy.
I don't have wine because
Okay.
you fucking took it.
No. Honestly, Soul is sad because we're cousins.
What? What do you mean
Good.
by that?
That's kind of fucked up.
Kind of true.
What? Why are you believing her?
You can't. Why wouldn't I? Ezzy is so trustworthy. Yeah.
A saint.
Okay, question though. How is or was your father?
Huh? What?
I'm not the only one, right?
What?
I don't know who my father is.
I don't know who my father
Fuck,
is.
right.
I mean, my father is. I think he's all right. He's, he's a bit too much in his works, but he has always been, kind enough to let me spend my time and my stuff the way I wanted to, even though he doesn't like it necessarily.
So a normal one, then.
Yeah, I think he was pretty normal.
Fuck! God damn it! Just start kicking a barrel.
Well, why are you getting angry? What's wrong? Come on,
Why
sit
am I
down.
the only one with
Sit down.
psychopaths?
Oh, yeah. That I think that means something about you. I don't know. Come here, sit down and lament.
You're in
Maybe
a pool.
it's to
I can
challenge
make you
you.
drown very.
I'm not
Easily.
in the pool. I'm just on the grass. Go ahead and try
She can
to drown me
she can
on
still try
grass.
to drown you pretty easily, so I think.
Have you ever heard about water law? You know?
What?
Oh boy.
Is that
Oh,
a thing that they do
I
up in
think-
there?
Anyway, why you all sad? Right.
No.
I'm
wait.
Cousin.
not sad at all.
Oh, sorry, Daphne.
No,
The
he's
pool
just
is
awkward
nice.
because, you know, he has problems.
Daphne, come here.
And she
What?
makes this like a sign of like having something stand up.
Daphne, come here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna
What,
whisper in
what?
Daphne.
Should we tell her about Rickton? I don't know if she knows what Rickton did with Stanley Camp.
I think they already told. Hey, Azzy,
I don't know.
have
what-
you heard that Rickton killed a bunch of Vistani children?
Yeah, totally.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck happened there. All right, I
double
was
something.
misunderstanding something.
Yeah, I forced Rickton to tell her. You know, he wanted to keep it
you're
from
right.
you.
I'm sorry.
He wanted to
I'm-
keep it from you because he was like, "Oh, that's gonna strain our relationship." But I was like, you know, that's the fucking thing you did. Gotta bear the
I-
consequences.
Okay. You know what?
I
Good news.
I think
What?
that, like, look,
Ah.
I've been with the guy for some time. I understand why he did it. Azzy has been with that guy longer than I am. So,
Hmm.
yeah, I'm not surprised that Azzy reacted the way she did.
I don't think she's happy about it.
I
just
know.
think
Yeah,
she's-
alright,
I'm not-
I don't like being talked about when I'm
Nope.
in the room. I'm right fucking here. I can speak for myself.
Okay.
But what do you guys think about Essie, like this weird tiefling that we know?
Okay.
That one way to put it.
Mm-hmm.
How did you feel about it, Azzy?
She slows down and actually becomes a little bit serious, which is a bit of like, you know, being thrown off because she's always so unserious.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would never forgive him for the kids.
Exactly.
However,
I would have.
I, for one, don't believe that the Vistani can be redeemed, and perhaps it is better that we disappear.
That took a dark turn.
No, and I'm here to say that we can make, we can force change.
Yeah, well, I mean, maybe you were the only
Yeah, I think
redeemable
he-
one, and she like slaps you on the back.
God,
Wait, what?
the fuck.
What only one?
Yeah, he's
I
the
mean,
only
apparently-
one I know, at least who has not had it really.
Yeah, like the.
But how
What
much
about
have you
you?
told them actually, Saul?
I think everything.
Everything.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, how
let me
about-
explain.
I-
Let me explain. This is not really
Okay.
taught to Vistani children because I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know
easier
why.
to
Why
manipulate
isn't it-
them.
Yeah, I guess when it's thrust upon you as a surprise, I guess.
Mm.
Hard to say
like,
no.
Surprise! Here's a magical drink.
Yeah.
You drink
It's
it
hard.
out.
Okay, I
You
think
don't
it's very hard.
understand the purpose and the value and how much it will
No,
shape you the
I think-
rest of your fucking life.
Let me just say that Madame Eva looking as beautiful as she was in the dream did help. Just saying. I'm convincing people. Just saying.
She was once a young Vistani.
Mm.
Doubt.
She was sick.
Yeah. Leo, I'm telling you right now. But, continue.
Why are you saying that to Leo specifically?
I think Leo is doubting about my preference of how hot Madame Eva
It's
was.
okay to have a king, so we are not
Yes,
judging, but you
yes.
don't have to like
Okay.
latch it on to
Because I got a
Leo.
feeling that when I said about Madame Eva, it's gonna be the old Madame Eva. No, I'm talking about the young Madame
I'm
Eva.
just
Yeah, I
spitballing
trust
here.
you.
Maybe we should send that Saul to talk to Rin, since he has such a gilf kink.
I mean,
I do
Rin
not
definitely
have.
doesn't.
Okay.
I
I
mean,
mean-
old ghosts, Madame Eva. I mean, that is,
Yeah, you're
It
not
doesn't
on a
help, I
good
can't-
track record. And
Anyway.
also
Doesn't
like
help. I can't escape the allegations.
Rin does not look like she's old at all. So I don't know if that's what, Soul can relate
looking
to.
and
Muganta
being are
does.
two very different things.
I know.
Okay, please keep track. What were you about to say, Ezzy?
Yes, Ari. Jesus. Geno. I don't know any Vistani who has not drunk, except for Saul.
In like a sense that they were killed or that they never did it.
wow.
I'm not
Just-
sure about that actually. It's not like think I've stumbled upon kind of conspiracy where people mysteriously die if they don't drink.
Okay. So no caravan ever like went out and didn't come back.
I mean, there are Vistani, I guess, who leave the caravans. It happens from time to time. Maybe.
Huh.
Never connected it like that. But anyway, from what
I just
know,
felt like
nobody.
That-
they were
that made
so
it.
cold to Soul. I feel like.
Yeah, it made a lot of sense actually. I was wondering why they weren't, and again, sorry, that why they weren't so cold to you, Azzy, when you return, and then they were suddenly so like stone cold to Soul. Well,
I think that
Why not?
Aragal and Luvash knows more than they should of who Richten is and what the scrollbow is and what I have done for them. I think it was more of like, you're a, how to say, a physical traitor, but you're still a
Yep.
Vistani.
not
But he is like a soul traitor. I don't know how to explain it.
A Soul traitor. Soul the Soul
is-
traitor.
Ah, it has
It's
a ring
okay.
to it.
Yeah.
I
Soul,
abandoned my bloodline essentially.
I'm proud of you.
Essentially.
No, I'm not. I don't think so. I don't think your bloodline boils down to being in, like under the command of Sardania. I think that's shit is made up. I mean, before the Vistani, the Bavovians were her like chosen people.
Yeah, if
She just did-
anything,
She just did what she wanted to have people that she can control. It's nothing to do with
If-
your bloodline or anything.
if anything, you just prove that your bloodline is not under her control. You are the first one. And then your children will be
Oh,
the second
Yeah,
one.
you have to keep this bloodline alive. So
Yeah, exactly. You are the torch keeper now. Good luck.
What? I hope that you're not parents
don't-
to your children
please.
because that is just Jackie.
Please, just, it's just.
But
every day.
they're right. I mean, they might treat you this way, they might think that way, but it doesn't necessarily mean that that's the truth, right?
absolutely isn't.
Yeah, you are still a Vistani. You are just a Vistani that doesn't bow down to Tradania. Like, not bowing down to the Countess doesn't make you not a Vistani, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And hopefully, I don't know about redeeming the Vistani or whatnot, but we can certainly free them from whatever bind they have. Eventually.
Yeah.
They might not
That's
like
the
it.
promise I said when I refused to drink.
Damn.
That's.
You
Because
remember
know
what
that
I
we
said
could be
about the
better.
Vistani assassin? And she gives you a wink.
Hmm.
Now I'm really
Anyway.
proud of you, so good job, Patso in the back.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Anyways, after this, can you help me go to the top and get more wine so we can use some Molotovs or something along those lines?
Are you still okay? Are you still like scowling over the wine? That's a
No.
problem. That's
No.
a fucking that's
No,
look.
you said we need more. We need Molotovs, right? And you're
I
using the wine
love
for it,
my
right?
I love my fair share of alcohol, but what I'm seeing here is exactly a problem.
Well, it's a moment for growth, though. You know, he wants to make Molotov cocktails out of it instead of drinking it. You know?
Yeah.
Being a slight alcoholic hasn't hurt anybody.
I shook my head when you said that. It's like no.
Anyway,
Right.
yeah, you guys can get that. I was wondering, have you ever fought blights, or do you know stuff about them? Since Rick don't know about them, knew about them.
I'm not a nerd, so no.
So also
Oh,
never
just-
fought them.
You know.
I died before that on them, so I almost died.
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
Ouch.
yeah. I guess maybe I have to talk to Rick about that.
I
That's
think,
annoying.
I think, you know, and see, I think that's a theme
What?
of me in this group, almost dying.
Jeez.
Every fight we go through, I almost die
Yes, you
multiple
gotta change
times.
that. You gotta change that. So. Like,
You know,
Yeah,
every time
I think the problem with
try
Soul
to.
is he's
try to.
too
I try.
no, he's trying to support too much and doesn't look after himself.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, at least he got the spirit.
I mean, look at him right now. Still, after a
and
night's
also-
rest, he's still not doing super well after our last encounter.
Also, so almost, which means you are still alive.
Yeah.
It's the present that is matters the
Mm.
most.
Just
If you
get-
die,
get-
sure, maybe your ghost stuck around and you could blame it on us, like this cursed group that killed you or whatever. But
I mean,
you are
Soul, at
still...
least you can die and won't be absolutely terrible for the world.
Yeah.
You know, that's also something. Yeah.
Anyway, I think there's more important things we need to do, right? I'm fresh.
Yep.
No, not really.
Really?
Yeah,
No,
we're
I
just
don't-
waiting on our scout.
I mean, we could.
Blue's gonna come
practice,
by
you
soon.
We
know.
can go and get that booze. I mean, just saying.
Yeah, the booze. Yeah, we still have a
All
lot.
Some
right,
worth
let's
in the
go get
belly,
the
some
booze.
Molotovs. Hell yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
Essie,
Yeah.
I know, like, we told you about my, like, connection with the Countess before. But I just wanted to let you know that it's probably best that Rick doesn't know.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, you haven't told him?
No, I feel like he will kidnap me and try to use me, like, as a
Yeah.
bargaining chip to get his son
Oh, oh.
free.
There's a series of patterns that comes with.
Wait, I don't think
with
I have told
Daphne's
Leo about
mentor.
Erasmus off the
No,
table.
no, we know about. No, I think
Yeah,
Rickson
see.
talked about his son, but we don't. I don't know that we. You. I don't know that you saw him at the ball. That's something you didn't.
Yeah,
tell me.
yeah.
But I know about this. I guess. Yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah,
put
yeah,
it.
yeah.
But I guess if he's lost here, she would know. So I would still be a bargaining chip, even if she
Mhm.
wouldn't be under control because she knows everything about Rovia.
I gotta say, I don't think that she would use Leo as a bargaining chip if
I agree.
she had Erasmus. Because if she did, what I'm saying is, if Erasmus is a vampire, Richter thinks killing him is the best result. Honestly.
Yeah, still, but you can kidnap me for other things. Like I feel like there's a lot of options available.
Essie,
You sound very paranoid. What have you gone through, Leo?
I guess I'm scared of Daphne's mentors kidnapping me now.
Yep. Told you.
Yeah, I almost lost my free will.
oh,
Told
I'm
you that's a series
sorry.
of pattern.
I'm sorry. That is my fault. That I'm stuck with psychopaths.
No, it's not your fault. It's definitely not your fault. definitely.
Mhm.
And
I'm
I'm very
sorry
glad.
that I can't have a normal father figure. All right, I'm sorry.
Is that why you're comparing parents earlier?
Yeah, of course.
No.
So come on.
Uh,
Sometimes
sorry,
you're a bit slow.
I am very fucking slow. I'm emotionally tired, and that
I get
comes with
that.
my mental thickness.
I get that.
So yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, something about found family instead of, blood family or something is probably the right approach here, Daphne.
Mm.
And
I don't
as
think
he,
any of them, were good fathers figures to you, and I think that you just maybe need a good friend figure or something. And
Just need to find a goddess.
compared
That is
to
such a
how
good-
we met you when you came in here, you already have changed to the better so much. So
oh, and one thing, Azzy, and I'll message Azzy.
Oh.
Erasmus is a vampire, and I saw him. Richter no. So that's that.
Oh, holy shit!
What the
Down.
fuck? Hold up. Hold up. What?
No!
Yeah,
Azzy?
yeah. I know. No.
Wait, did Essie make a
Yeah,
physical?
Yeah, she said that out loud and she's freaking out right now.
What the fuck? Essie, what the
Oh,
fuck?
don't worry
give-
about it,
give her-
nothing is going on. Oh my fucking god.
I seem something's going
Don't
on.
worry about it.
You. Yeah. It's a screwball thing.
You don't know what to do.
yeah, there was like an intense
But
face from Daphne, and then
Oh,
Oh well.
no.
Just gonna have to find out next time then, huh, Leo?
I'll message Azzy and say, guess what he told me to do. Yeah.
Okay,
so
I'm
fucked
getting
up.
up. I'm getting up. All right.
Anyway.
You guys need to.
nah, but I know.
There's something wrong with you two. Okay, I don't know what it is, but you are both mentally fucking the head. Even
Probably
more
a
than whatever
Scrabble
the
thing.
fuck's going on here. Scrabble did something to you, you know.
I think the word that you want to use is girl boss as fuck, but yeah, I accept it.
Oh my god, Daphne! Yes! Yes.
I heard the term delulu, so you probably are. So, I'm going. Goodbye.
All right, so
I'm heading over.
see you.
I'm
So
heading
sorry,
towards
spy
the
from me.
Yep, sure.
Anyway, after
Yeah,
some
so
shenanigans and hijinks. Oh, sorry. You want to say something?
yeah, I just wanted to say to Essie, even though you don't think that's the case, I don't know. I guess I don't know Rickton as long, so if you would be so kind to just not, reveal that to him, that would make me feel better.
He does not.
Even
He may not believe that, but I certainly do. Richten not knowing all things there is might actually be helpful
Yeah.
for him. But don't ever, say that in his presence. Oh my god.
Oh, I'll say it in his presence.
No! Oh,
No, don't say that. You said it.
wait! If you do that, you know what I will say? Don't fucking come here with threats.
I won't say that you said it. I'll just pretend it's my idea.
Okay, I would like to see that.
Me too.
so now, do you want to hear what almost happened to Leo without Leo presence?
Free will being taken away? A second mentor figure? What?
Let's just maybe mentioning it might trigger something to Leo. So let's just get to
No,
what
I'm
here.
fine. I'm fine. I'm great.
What is your
Are
coping?
you sure?
What are you going to do to release all of this? Leo, what do you want to do? Do you want to go fuck a villager, get blackout drunk,
I mean,
scream into a
Kill-
pillow?
Kill the tree.
I was thinking about just walking away, but that doesn't work, unfortunately, in my situation. So I don't really have a good
Going-
coping mechanism.
Yeah, what is the second option in your playbook of coping mechanisms?
Yeah, you have to figure that out, Leo.
Like,
I have to
I
figure that
feel
out.
a lot of tension around you. Like aura is very like excited right now. You need to like release that energy somehow.
You're giving me bad ideas.
That's all
Yeah,
I do.
normally,
It's
yeah.
what I'm good at, baby.
Yeah, as is that one bad influencing friend.
Oh, me no. I'm just being pragmatic, okay?
You know what you are. Come on.
Stop.
Do you want to learn how to sharpen a weapon, Leo?
Please.
Honestly, this is the first time I'm a bit stumped, Daphne. I have to congratulate you.
I think one thing that me and you have in common, Azzy, is that we cope a lot with jokes.
Hey, I think you developed that, Daphne.
Yeah, I think so too.
I
But
think
no,
before your coping
I'm
mechanism was, just being very physically
stuck up.
strong and stubborn.
No, yeah.
And
I am
now
still, though.
now you have realized,
I think I am still physically strong.
yeah, you are for sure.
You are.
But no, sharpening a blade is very calming. I promise.
I mean, we can try to find. I mean, there is a battle coming, but we can try to find like some kind of poor schmuck and that nobody will miss. Creature humanoid, and you just beat the fuck out of them. That also works.
I don't think I need that. I don't think I need that.
That's kind of fucked up.
I am happy to be in the company with the two of you already. I am coping perfectly well in this pool.
Ah, hot tub. I see. Okay. This is GM talking. We're going to speed up time a little bit.
Yeah.
With some more shenanigans and hijinks, jokes being thrown around, just general small talk, lightening all of your hearts. Like, Essie might be, dealing with her own problems, but at least she is a ray of sunshine to be around.
We don't have to roleplay this, but can I, like, the entire time just gossip with Azzy via message?
Yeah, Essie would be so into that, and then saying this
so annoying to
cryptic,
be around.
like reactions to it just to piss Leo off.
That would be so annoying to be around.
For sure, she would be all into that.
Hell yeah.
And like making her reactions over the top dramatic to it. Oh hell yeah. But eventually, anything good as well as bad comes to an end, and you make your way back to the nerds.
Nerd.
Cyrex and Iris.
Good dad and family bonding time.
You join them in kind of like the food that has been shared, and there's more like small talk. Rickton is being, after catching up with Iris, is being pretty silent and goes off into like a corner to take like a nap almost, to like regain his strength. And we started this session at around 2 p.m. and around and all of these hijinks has taken about an hour, a bit of an hour, and then half later there is a the call of a raven being very insistent on like a roof outside of the guard barracks, going "Caca! Caca!"
Sorry.
Mm. I'll head towards there and just like throw my hand out for her to land on if she wants to.
She lands and kind of screams into your face.
Hey there. Hey
She
there.
kind of mentions with her head to like walk in there with me.
Yep. I'm already doing that. I just kind of,
Oh my god.
then I stop for a moment just to annoy her a bit, and then I walk in.
Seems very cheerful.
And as soon as the door closes, Mariella jumps on the ground, and you can see like the feathers puff out, and then she stands like still as she stares into Richton's and Esmeralda's faces, like stopping herself. And then she looks up at Leo and says, "Ka?"
Yeah, I think it's fine.
It's alright.
They are.
They are friends.
We just won't explain to them, and it's gonna be like a funny inside thing that we know and they don't actually understand, you know?
You got it. You got it.
You are so petty, Leo. You're so fucking petty.
I can imagine we're just talking this out loud while Rickton and Hess are just hearing.
Yeah, like Richton and Essie just staring at this going, what the fuck?
Oh yeah,
They
we
are
have speak of
friends.
animals.
You will
We have
see.
speak of animals.
Mm-hmm.
Mariella actually flies up to land in front of Starex and like jumping from point of his place and like moving the head to side to look at her with like one black eye into the other black eye, and then eventually goes caca.
Yeah. They are fine. They are just-
Fine.
They are fine.
Oh,
We're not-
You have my vouch.
She only listens to Sarks.
Yeah.
And
Of
then
course,
she
of course.
jumps off
I've been the only
table.
one dealing with her mostly.
You're the most reasonable one. The most reasonable one.
She
of
jumps off
course.
the table and transforms into Mariella.
Hesse, Rickton, I present you Moriella.
Yep.
Our
Blue. Blue.
Oh, blue.
blue.
Ahem.
Yeah.
Pretend
Yeah.
you didn't hear that. Thank you.
It's just a code name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Blue is the real name.
Yeah, blue is the real name. Yep.
Moriella is the
For
good name.
sure.
Say it back,
What is going on? What?
I'm
Just-
sorry.
Raven,
They
yes.
have been.
This is-
Just give it time. Blue, what did you say first?
Victon like gives Essie a look of like, calm down, let her speak. Like, just roll with it.
Roll good with punches.
After this initial, burst of energy and excitement and drama, Mariella actually pretty heavily sits down in the chair and kind of like rubs her temple a bit, and a little bit of energy seems to go out of her. Alright, so Elvir has 2 swarms of ravens, and it's been a little bit hard to get access. But some of us managed to do so. Some of our friends did not. Rest in peace. I managed to get pretty close. But this headache, man, it's killing me. After a bit of excitement of dodging all of these ravens and pretending I'm one of them, I started to feel like I was gonna black out. So I couldn't gather that much intel. But what I know is, I think we together counted about 5 to 10 humanoids.
Oh.
One of them was definitely Rin. She stands out with her white fucking hair.
Uh-huh.
Stands out alright.
I think we saw about 10 to 15 plants moving about. The big, gigantic tree has a bit of a strange outgrowth on its stem. I don't know what that is, but it looked a little bit weird. And they were kind of walking in different kinds of speed, depending upon what obstacles they were coming upon. So, it's hard to tell. A couple of hours in the middle of the night? I'm not sure.
You have any idea how far away they are and how long they're gonna take here to get here?
As I said, anything between a couple of hours or the middle of the night. That's all I can tell. I
Oh,
had to
God.
leave because I was
Oh.
blacking out and my friends were, getting sniped left and right and center.
Oh
Couple of
boy.
hours. That's soon.
I need to get Dimitri. I think he needs to know.
If I didn't, I'm sorry. It's hard to focus.
No, you're fine.
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
it's amazing to have the ability to have a bunch of ravens scouting stuff for you.
Yeah, at least I'm used to this. I hope that helps. Yeah.
It helps. It helps a lot. I think we have overall gotten a good idea on how to deal with it. If we can get rid of the little blights by breaking the staff, then that makes 10 humanoids and a giant tree, which is definitely manageable with the people that we have around right now. Plus, we have even more here. You see, first of all, I should introduce. So this here is Blue, and the two that that's our friends that we've met. I don't know if you maybe flew around. She tends to flew around us, so maybe she has seen at least Ezzy. Rickton usually tries to hide more. But this is Ezzy. She is just like Daphne and Scrollbow. And this over there is Rickton, and he is kind of like the leader of the Scrollbow. So
Well, aren't you a fascinating and miraculous find? And Essie gives Mirella a wink. Rickton more coolly says, I think this explains a lot of things. And he gives a nod in greeting. Yeah, I pleasure to make your acquaintance. Is there a corner somewhere I can, pass out? I'm pretty tired. I was dashing back and forth.
I mean,
in
if
this
you wanna,
room.
I
Oh,
can live in the where we're sleeping, Dimitri's.
Yeah.
That
That's
would be
pretty nice there.
lovely. I would like that. Yes.
I can quickly get you there. I have to talk to Dimitri now anyway.
All right.
I mean, you guys can come obviously also if you want to.
And as all of you look between each other, with this knowledge at hand of Mirella's scouting, actually looking between each other and realizing of like, wow, there's some heavy hitters in this room. There's some allies. Knowing that somewhere in a corner, Hula and her two passive Goliath friends and her white direwolf is sleeping. All of that and ideas and decisions buzzing in your heads of how you're going to solve this problem, knowing that it will probably not be a good idea for Golthias to reach the sacred pool of Sokovia. We're going to end tonight's episode of Charismatic Torment.
Yay.
Yay!
Yay.
Tormenting More fathers. Yay.
Yay!